joke.
I feel like I
If you don't shut the fuck up.
Oh, we're rolling?
Are we? Wait. Oh, hold on. Oh,
Sarah, what is going on?
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Hey, everyone.
Oh, I coughed. We have to
All
start
right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? It's Sarah.
What's up? It's Stella.
And you're listening to
Every Gay Sex. Welcome back. Welcome back.
You know what this is?
What?
Want me to tell you?
Yeah.
This is episode 10.
Oof.
That's double
digits.
That's crazy. That's also this is like our 10th hour of talking shit on this couch.
10? Oh, yeah, it's so true.
That's crazy.
That's actually valid.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Damn. How are you? How are things? How was your weekend?
No, how was, you know what? No,
I don't.
I was already thinking about asking that. How was your weekend? Tell us about the bender.
Yeah, I was on a bender this weekend. I don't know. I don't even remember it.
What happened Friday? It was St. Patrick's Day.
It was St. Patrick's Day, but I worked until like midnight. I think I left.
Yep.
And then ran over to the bar and got silly.
Yep. With who?
Some friends. Yeah, just some friends.
Okay, yeah.
And then went to another bar. And
What'd you drink? Jameson?
Yeah, probably.
Were people out drinking like green beer and stuff?
Not at those bars. Actually, at the second bar I went to, yeah.
People were, okay, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's
and
cool.
then I had to work the next morning. Went to work, and then
Did you live or die?
I wasn't hungover, actually, surprisingly.
okay.
That's actually very surprising because I usually get really freaking bad hangovers. But no, I actually felt pretty good, except for the fact that my stomach felt like it was dying. But I passed after some ginger ale.
Is there anything other than like St. Patty's Day when you go out and celebrate it? Is there anything else other than drinking that's done to acknowledge the day, or is it just
No,
drinking?
it's just drinking.
Like, is there even like a food that's people, like,
No.
it's like nothing?
People just wear green, and
Well, it's an Irish thing. I
Yeah,
feel like the
yeah.
Irish folk are more...
they probably have better things to be doing, like things to do.
like
I
actual...
couldn't stop at work. What was tata tata la tata tam
He kept walking up behind me.
I'm like, I'm actually gonna be like incarcerated. Like, I need to go into a mental health facility. I'm just like in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
Like, tata. I did that for hours.
I know. I kept because at first when I got to work, we were just playing like a bunch of like Irish music, and I was like, we
Were you
need to
doing a
change
jig?
this. I was like, we need to
What?
change this. They're just getting too sad.
Sad.
It was just weird.
It wasn't
It wasn't good.
a jig?
At first, it was fun, but then after a while, he kept doing that, and I was like, I need to change this music because
Yeah.
maybe it'll stop him from doing that. And then
That's really funny.
I didn't even go home after work on Saturday. I just went back to the bar.
So
with
last weekend, you were so hungover you thought you were going to die.
Yeah,
Correct?
yeah.
So then how do you, like,
I have no self-control.
yeah. Because you know
Absolutely
people
not.
drink, they get that hungover. They're like, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, I
Although
do
I've
it
never
every-
heard you say that.
I say it every
Oh, you do?
weekend.
Okay.
Every weekend.
And then this
And I get
weekend you
wrecked.
said, you're in the industry, it would just be so hard to not.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I just met up with a couple of my brother's friends. They were in town, and my friend came to see me at the bar, and her and I just went to meet up with them, and then we got silly, and then ended up wiggling all night at the gay bar.
wiggling. You were at Lookout?
We went. I don't
What was
know
happening
why.
at Lookout?
I don't remember.
Were there
I don't
hot
remember
girls
going.
there that I would have liked?
I don't remember
Oh,
going.
you don't remember going.
I don't remember going, but apparently I lost my
Did
phone.
I don't remember her fake name now.
Tiffany?
Tiffany.
Was it
Did
Tiffany?
Tiffany go to the gay bar?
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Was it just you and her?
No, and my brother's friends. All the
You,
boys.
Tiffany, and the boys.
And the
The
boys.
straight boys.
Straight boys.
Went to the Lookout.
Yeah, they love that place.
Oh my god. Well, we went the one time and it was trash.
That was that was horrible.
We spent like $100,000 on entry.
Entry only
And
to stay for
live-
half an hour. Not even.
It's because I watch RuPaul's Drag Race. I'm a super fan for everyone listening here. I know every single thing about it. And then you take me to the Lookout and like no shade, but
It's not. Yeah.
the drag was not dragging.
No.
It was doing something else. It was no. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
But I didn't mean that. But yeah, no. And then Sunday I was an actual potato.
What? Yeah, you didn't do anything yesterday.
No, I did laundry,
That's good.
and
That's it.
that's about it. I was an
Wow.
actual potato, and then here we are.
And here we are.
I'm gonna be good for the rest of the week.
Well,
And then we leave.
And then we leave, and then we're 2 weeks that you're with me, and I don't drink at all.
Yeah, so I'll be good.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna drink when we're away?
You don't drink?
Nothing at all.
Really?
I've never like really been drunk.
I think in the last like what we've been friends for almost like 8 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I've only seen her sip like a little bit of champagne once on
on
her
my
birthday.
because I felt forced.
Yeah.
Why don't you drink? Do you have alcoholics in your family or
Oh
something?
yeah, all of them, every one of them.
Oh, really?
But no, I have a metatophobia, which is a fear of throwing up and
Yeah.
other
I
people
I thought it was a
throwing
fear
up.
of Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Meta to Facebook.
Oh, a
No.
meta. Okay, yeah, got
Sorry.
you.
It's a stupid joke.
That was good. No, yeah, I'm scared of throwing up. I'm like a fairly controlling person. I don't like being out of control. That would be a factor. And I don't like the taste. Like there's like literally not one part of it that I like or want. So like I drank in high school a little bit, and I've gotten like I've been buzzed before, but I've never been like.
What do you
fucked
do
up.
for a release? Anything?
Masturbate.
So they pull broads on TikTok?
No, and I think when I think back to like I don't know, even the last like 10 years, I have had a heavy focus on like relationships and sex and
Yeah.
whatever, and that's like a vice. And then also like chocolate and like dessert stuff. I have a serious sweet addiction,
don't really have
and
sweet tooth.
but I consider that. Like if I ever catch myself feeling bad about eating too much chocolate or like whatever it is, I'm like, oh well, like I don't do anything else. Like I
Yeah.
don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't like do drugs. Like then I can do this, and that's not.
It's quite
great either.
ironic that we're friends.
So no weed, anything at all?
I've smoked weed
Yeah.
before, but I don't like it either, and I've never tried any drugs ever.
PCP?
What is that?
I don't know.
Except heroin. Just kidding.
Imagine.
Yeah,
The
it's the only thing
one.
I've done. No, yeah, I'm like very square. I'm like
Yeah, well,
very.
I'm getting there.
You are not, but 2 weeks with me,
Been better.
because you're not gonna get fucked up
No,
by yourself.
I
But
would
I mean,
not.
if we go for dinner in Vancouver, like yeah, you'll probably like maybe have a drink.
Maybe, but I don't even think I'd like to unless like we meet people.
Who are more fun than me? Who want to
No,
drink?
no,
Yeah.
no, no. If we
that
want to
makes
like,
sense.
if we're gonna socialize, go to a gay bar, I'll probably have like a drink or two.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get drunk at
Oh
all.
my god, are we gonna go to the gay bar?
Probably.
On the
We'll
island.
try it, we'll
oh
try
my
it.
god. Well, we should, because I won't go if you like.
Yeah.
By the time the second you leave, I wouldn't do any of those things.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
So-
you out of your comfort zone when we go there, and
So that I'm ready.
you're ready.
Okay,
And I leave
yeah.
you knowing that you're in good hands,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
in multiple hands.
Oh my god. Okay.
But yeah.
What's happening?
I
What are
don't
we
know.
talking
We're
about
talking
today?
about we're getting deep and serious this episode.
Today's emotional.
Yeah, we're
maybe.
we're gonna be vulnerable with you guys. We're gonna be vulnerable. We're gonna talk about exes and being friends with your exes, and also maybe even navigating a breakup. Which
I'm not sure why
I don't know
we're
why.
talking
Yeah.
about that. Especially you, fuck.
Stop looking at
Especially you. Everyone's like,
Julian's been looking at me for the last minute, just eating popcorn and staring at me and just
oh my god. Distraction.
does this to me at work all the time.
How do you guys work together? It must be so fun.
It is. It actually
I was
is.
trying to quietly eat it, so I'm just like putting it on my tongue. But I was actually just like listening to you. Like,
Oh, yeah. So intently.
But yeah, we're gonna talk about navigating breakups, our exes maybe, and how we're feeling, and yeah,
Yeah.
and being friends with your exes. That's a hot topic.
That is a hot topic. Let's start there.
Okay.
So, how do you feel about? Okay, so there's two sides of it. There's how do you feel about your potential partner being friends with their ex, and then how do you feel about yourself being friends with your ex? And it ends up being potentially hypocritical.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
So
Well, your current ex hates you, so
yeah,
other than her.
yeah, other than her, I'm friends with most of my exes. Well, we're not friends. Like I don't text them. I'm just civil with them.
Sorry, this is still on topic, but she hates you?
Yeah.
I did not know this part.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
She like I don't know. She just
Like this flip. Oh yeah, the switch flip. you
yeah,
said one day
the
she-
switch
yeah.
just flipped, and she just like resents me an unbelievable amount. And I don't think I've done anything necessarily to make her hate me.
She's also moved on, so
Yeah.
that makes it easy.
Oh, it's
like-
worse.
I know.
Yeah, but
So-
like, for her, like it would make her current partner more comfortable if she had nothing to do with Stel.
Yeah, and you know,
Arguably.
she's had me blocked for months now, and just like I've been nothing but nice. I've reached out to say happy birthday and try and chat on the
So-
anniversary of our dog's death, and she just didn't even acknowledge it.
And as terrible as that hurts. Is it because you were having a hard time moving on?
Yeah.
Is this helping move on? Because I know like it was really tough. You'd see her, you'd run, or a friend of a friend, or you'd
Yeah.
creep her Instagram once in a while, and just like
Yeah, that was bad.
Yikes.
It was. I will say that this was the hardest breakup I've ever
Well,
had.
for sure. But this was the first time you actually felt like it was the rest of your life.
Well, 100%.
Yeah.
And you know, and we had talked about it. Like, I was like planning to propose this summer. Mm-hmm. Like that's how.
Is that still?
Yeah, it's still a plan.
I
Imagine.
actually just got the ring. Like.
Absolutely not. No. And to be fair, like, I still have a lot of love for this person, but at the same
Josephine.
time, but at the same time, like, I think I'm actually angry now.
Yeah.
Because
Makes
I've
it
just been so
easier.
nice, and even after like how she treated me when we were living together for the 3 weeks, and like she even said, if I had treated her the way that she treated me when we lived together, she would have broken up with me instantly. She's like, I don't know how you stayed with me because I treated you fucking horribly, and I'm like, yeah, but for me it was like, we just got to get past this rough spot, and it'll be better when we have our own place. And you know, like I was just thinking of all the positives, and I knew there was negatives, and most of them were on my side. But she told me that she blocked me to help me get over her, and I was really upset with that because I said, you just don't get to choose how I get over you. Like, just because it took you a month and a half or 2 months to get over me doesn't mean it's going to take the same for me. Like, this is the longest I've been single. I tell Sarah all the time, I'm like, you know what? This is the longest it's taken me to get over anyone. And that's how I know it was like real for me, at least. And I know, and I don't doubt it was real for her, but at the same time, I said that stuff to her that like she didn't get to choose how I got over her, but it did help.
It did, I was gonna say, because
did
if she
help.
hadn't have blocked you, you would be on her profile 39 times a day,
Probably, maybe still. You know what I
So-
mean? And don't get me wrong, like I fucking went through a phase where like, even though she had blocked me, I was asking my friends to show me her profile because I was just like, I just couldn't. It was just driving me insane.
To not know, the not
not
knowing is
knowing.
hard.
Yeah.
It's almost as hard sometimes as the knowing.
Yeah.
Like it's like just
And
all hard.
It was just
Sick feeling.
causing me so much stress and grief to see this person that we had just spoken about all these amazing plans, how much we loved each other, and she was seeing someone new already.
Ugh.
2 months after we were done, and you know, and I wish them well now, like whatever, because in the long run, I definitely, even if I had, because she asked me to take her back 2 days after she broke up with me, and I said, for once in my life, I actually said no,
Because you weren't ready.
only because she was so right about the fact that I needed to get my life together. And I when she tried to break up with me and I said, no, we can do this together. And she was like, no, I can't heal or kind of do better in my life with you in it right now. And I was like, I couldn't believe her saying that. But then when she asked me to take her back, that's exactly how I felt. I was like, I think you were
Yeah.
right, actually. I don't think I can do this with us being together, and I need some time to like figure my shit out for myself, so then I don't resent you in the future.
Or if you guys would have got back together that 2-day period, you would be broken up by now. It
Probably.
wouldn't have lasted.
And it would have ended still just as bad. But like, for me, I don't have any bad blood towards her. Like, I don't like how she treated me. I don't think I deserved any of it. But at the end of the day, I'm always gonna, if she were to call me right now and be like, hey, my cat died or something happened and I need you, I'd probably come running because I do very much care about this person.
even just as a person, not as a lover.
No,
but
not
as
as,
a
you
person.
know, and but I am finally in a place that I feel at peace with this breakup.
That's good.
And I don't find myself looking at her things anymore, or trying to at least, or and you know, I do have some last little things of us that I need to get rid of, but I think that's gonna be like the last of it. But
I honestly, this might sound crazy, but I do think both are horrible and horrific, but I actually think breakups are worse than death.
What?
It's losing someone to death. I swear to God.
Oh my God! Well, not dying yourself, but
No. Like
Yeah.
losing a loved one versus going through a breakup.
Oh my God!
Both are horrible. I'm not
Yeah,
taking away from
yeah.
losing. You're never seeing that person. It's awful, but there's something about the finality of it that it's like
there's some sort of closure there.
closure.
Yeah.
Whereas in breakups, you see this person that either broke your heart or whatever. Moving on and having a life without you. And if you have, like, I have a very photographic memory, and so I remember things vividly, and I'm like, what can a person be in a whole other life now with a person where just not even like weeks ago we were making plans for the future, and now it's completely shifted. There's like this switch that goes up, and when that switch goes up, when that switch goes off, that pain is worse than losing someone to die, which I'm not taking away from that. Losing a loved one to death is horrific. It's awful. I'm just saying, like, compared it to side by side, there's something that makes a breakup worse in a way, like harder to get over.
Yeah.
And less questions. When someone's dead, you go, okay, you don't have as many unanswered questions of like, why is it me? What's really happening? What's that person actually thinking? How could they do this? Are they ill? Am I ill? What's happening? How
what changed? Did I change?
everything?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just so much. It's torture.
And that's what it was. It was the switch that just flipped for her, and it was so mind blowing for me. To be like, who are you? Like, I didn't even recognize her. I still don't recognize her. This is not the person I fell in love with. This isn't the person that I imagined an entire life with getting married and having kids with. And we did speak about those things, you know? And like, and this is, if I had known this is who she was, I would have never dated her.
See, that's another element. You go, I wish I would have never even met this person. It's not even worth it. Like, I'm to think those things.
Yeah.
When you've had these memories with someone is like, that's a deep pain.
Yeah,
you know
and I don't regret the time that we spent together, because when it was good, it was really good. Again, I love her very deeply as a person, but I wish I knew why, you know, like why she treat me like this? Like, how can she treat me like this? Did it bother her to treat me like this? Did it bother her to like see me getting better and doing better for once? Did it bother her, you know, for any of these unbelievable questions that I just wanted answers to, but I know I'm never going to get them. And you know, when we broke up, I wrote her a letter, because I just needed to get it out somehow. I'm not great with my words all the time, and I'm better on paper. And she had told me she was gonna, when she was ready, she would reach out and talk to me about it. But then like shit just hit the fan even more, and I don't know. She's just been so.
I think someday you guys will talk again.
I don't know. She's been so cruel. And that's the word I'd use, because and you know, I know she's a nice girl, and I know she has a big heart, but she's very closed off, and she holds grudges like it's her day job, and regardless, like I'm not trying to say anything bad about her, because I don't think she's a bad person. I'm very proud of her for everything she's done, and like you know, because I hear things here and there, and I'm happy for her to be happy with somebody else, and you know, really realistically, that's kind of all I wanted, was for her to be happy. Unfortunately, it's not with me, and at the end of the day, now I'm not necessarily that upset about that anymore, because I'm really happy with who I am now, for the most part. I still have like some things to change up, but I've done so much in the last couple months and progressed that, again, I don't think I would have done
if you guys had stayed together.
If we stayed together. But then the day, like, we're not friends. I'm not friends with any of my exes, really. We're civil. So if I see them, we say hi, and that's about it.
Yep.
And except for actually, like, there's like another girl that I don't talk to that hates me for some reason also. But again, I've never done anything to these girls. But no, you know what? To be fair, maybe I did.
Yeah.
And
right,
I
because
just
if they were sitting here, maybe they'd say something
exactly.
different.
So I can't actually speak for them, but as far as I remember, there was bad, but there was always good, and I always remember the breakups never being bad.
Right.
Except for the one who was which was like very toxic and horrible. But even her and I have cleared the air and we're civil.
And I think that comes with time. Like I could see you and Josephine like having an adult conversation someday. It might be in like 5 years.
I'd like to, like
or whatever.
I think if she saw who I am now, she'd be in complete awe. She always told me I was the perfect girlfriend, except for when I was kind of a dummy when I drank sometimes. And
that's a hard habit.
It is.
Break.
And you know what? Like, she wasn't wrong at all. And this has actually been a problem in most of my relationships. And I'm kind of, we just established I was on a bender this weekend. But
yeah.
I've been doing better than I was. And you know, it's something that I actually do struggle with sometimes, but I think at the end of the day, like I always hit a wall and then I'm like, I can't keep doing this. So then I take a break for a while.
I think a lot of people could relate to alcohol being an issue in a relationship. Like I think we can all think either ourselves or people around us that also have that struggle.
Yeah.
Because it does get in the way of being a good partner.
100%.
A lot of the time.
And I will never not agree with that. 100%. Like when I think back to most of the problems that were in my relationships, it was always because of my partner being too much like that or me. And the one thing I've learned is that this relationship just can't be like so about that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I also think that you can't, and you learned this in this recent breakup you've been talking about, you can't change for that person. I think that if you were married and you had young kids and the alcohol was still a problem, that you might be able to look around and be like, okay, no, fuck, these people need me to change. And
exactly.
I can do it. But before that happens, the goal would be that when you've already been doing it is, I want to change for myself, not for this other person. Because if you change for the other person, then you break up for a different reason.
Yeah.
Then what? Because you just became a different person for them, not yourself.
Yeah, and I feel like it'd be a lot of resentment. I feel like I'd be like, fuck, I changed for you,
yeah.
like,
and then you left,
and then you left,
on me
and then you
whatever.
left, right? Yeah. And so I'm happy, like it happened. I'm not okay. So it's like a double-ended sword here, where I'm like, I'm happy it ended, but I'm also not happy it ended because she was the love of my absolute life. Like I always called her my end game, and you know, like again, I am happy though that it happened because I'm a completely different person now.
And you wouldn't have gotten there if you guys had stayed together.
No,
that's point blank.
And I'm definitely the person that I wish I always was. To an extent, I still have work to do, but I think I am a better person for that.
Well, and then that's going to attract the kind of partner that you really want to have long term, being the person that you want to be first.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening in your many months of being single 100%. Right now.
And you know what? Like being with this person showed me what I wanted and what I didn't want in a partner.
That's key.
Right? Yeah. And you know, there's something about this relationship that always really bothered me was that I always had to beg for the bare minimum. I just would beg her just for some sort of affection or for her to just try and make an effort with my friends. And she just couldn't.
Yeah.
And
that tells you what you want. That's another something you're looking for.
And I always made the effort, even though like they would try to include me for a little bit and then they just speak French and I don't speak French and they would just and I'd just sit there alone at the table and not be speaking because they'd all be speaking French to each other and I'd just kind of sit there
that's so
diddling my fingers.
And
I genuinely learned how to try and learn French for her and her family because it was such a big thing and she always told me she'll never date anyone who doesn't speak French again and now her partner now speaks French. So she's that's the only bonus no will not speak poorly of them. I'm happy.
We could though.
I would love to, but I am a bigger person, and I'm
not. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But no. At the end of the day, there was that. And in that relationship, she also had a problem with me being friends or being close or similar with my exes. I wasn't a huge fan of it either on her end, but I definitely gave her a harder time.
Right.
And there's that, what you said earlier about it being like hypocritical.
Yeah.
I definitely gave her a fucking harder time about it. And she, and if she ever listens to this, you were not crazy.
Oh God.
You were so right. And I definitely was not being fair in that time because I wanted to have this one person in my life. And she was so valid to not want this person in my life.
Yeah.
And I just,
remember that.
and I just couldn't let it go. And it was, and I think I will use the word gaslit.
Yeah.
Because I definitely did. And I've learned from it now, but I definitely made her, I feel like I definitely gaslit her about that friendship. And I just would give her the hardest times just for like people being on her profile. I'd be like, oh, you're still following this person?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm not like that anymore. I've gotten better, and I'm really trying to be more like, I don't know,
grounded,
just
secure.
Yeah, and I am, and I feel like I am. But she was totally valid then.
Yeah.
And I was just so caught up in what I wanted that I was not thinking about things on her side of the table. And she would always say, like, just think about it on my end. Like, if the roles were reversed, I'd be like, no, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I totally cared.
Yeah. But you wanted it your way.
Yeah.
Like you wanted
100%. And to be fair, like, that was a big problem in our relationship too. That caused a big
like rift
in our relationship.
Yeah.
But I think it's so hard. And I think at the end of the day, you don't need to be friends with your ex.
Yeah.
Like realistically, you don't. And if you care about this person and their feelings, you wouldn't like it if they were friends with their ex either, realistically.
I think if you're single, you can be friends with your ex and whatever. Do you think that there is, like, what's the difference between heterosexual relationships in this way versus lesbian relationships in this way? Because I think it's worse. Like,
in hetero?
No, as a lesbian.
Oh, yeah.
Because, well, we're all girls just being friends.
Yeah.
Oh, we were friends before we dated, and oh, like.
But the one thing about girls is that girls have so many feelings.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Can't
And
just,
it's
shut
just,
that off.
No, and it's just like, it's just not respectful at all. There's no respect in that.
Yeah.
No matter how many ways you try and go around it, at the end of the day, it's just not respectful.
Yeah. Well, if you have another partner.
Yeah, if you have another partner. If you don't have another partner, whatever, sure. But then at the end of the day, if you get a partner, you have to set boundaries.
And if you really, the whole roles reversed conversation is important, because if your partner was doing it, if it would upset you if they were doing it, then you shouldn't be doing it.
Exactly.
That's hard though, because then it's like, oh, but like it's different because this person was my childhood friend and like our families are friends. Like it's like, oh, I gotta stay friends with her. Like no. If you wouldn't want your partner to do it, then you shouldn't be doing it either.
So at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah.
That's really kind of
well, because it's hard to believe, like, if my partner is going to hang out with a group of friends and her ex is there and they dated and slept together and planned a future, I have a hard time believing that like that should be comfortable for me,
right? No,
just for them to
100%.
sit around and chat.
100%.
Like, I don't know.
No, I agree with that, and
you don't just turn off sexual chemistry.
No,
like,
right? And so I don't know. I just yeah. No, I just
so being friends with your ex. So
what about you?
Yeah, I think
ex?
Which
one?
I don't really have a big like ex like
well, how did
story
what if we talk about how
well what I will say, like, now that I'm dating women, I, in my mind, feel that it's fine for me to be friends with my male exes because I'm gay now.
Yeah.
And that, we've talked about that a bit, where it's like, that probably wouldn't fly with a future partner, but I agree with what you said, that if I started dating someone and she said, I'm not super comfortable with that, then I wouldn't, like, do it. Like, you do what makes your partner comfortable to a certain extent without it being like crazy. But yeah, I've kind of had it in my head that it's okay for me to be friends with the men I've dated because I see them more as like actually like as friends now.
Are you still friends with the last male you dated?
Like my long term?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jack.
Was it Jack? Yeah, that was Jack.
Yeah. I told him that I talked to him the other day and I told him that I mentioned him as my goat, like thing, as the best person I ever slept with.
How do you take that? I love that.
He said same. He said he would say the same thing about me. Yeah.
What jokes, of course.
Yeah. He does in fact have a girlfriend, so that's probably not great that he said that. But yeah, we talk and like I don't know, it's hard, especially with that length of time, like 5 years of someone being your person. It's like he is still, you know, like when something really good happens or really bad happens, it's that there's that still that like, oh, I want to tell him. Like, yeah. So I do still have a bit of that. And, but because he's in a relationship, we don't talk very often.
Again, boundaries.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's good for him to do that. Like I don't have any boundaries, I do because he is in a relationship, but he's the one in a relationship. So I kind of follow his lead on what's appropriate and what's not. And
yeah. Because if he was going to be messaging you all the time, you'd be probably messaging back.
Yeah. Because I have nobody looking at my phone and whatever and not, you know, and then something you touched on with social media, that this could be like 6 episodes in itself, but like social media and relationships is fucking hard. Like before social media, like I don't know, my relationship with Jack, we had a lot of trust issues and we were long distance, so social media played a huge role. But I remember exactly what you said. Why are you still following that person? Yeah. Oh my God, why did you like her photo? Why why is she following you? Like that's not even in his control, and I'm upset about that. And like oh, you were following 500 people and now today you're following 505. You followed 5 new girls this week. Like, why are you following new girls when you're with me?
Damn, you're down
like that.
Bad.
I mean, listen, like the trust issues. Like, I'm out here tracking and shit. Yeah.
Seriously,
really
are you okay?
Well, no. But now that I'm not in that relationship, I see how fucked up all that is. And like, I would hope that I'm never in that position again. But once you're in it, like, because we were on and off and we'd get back together and be like, well, we're not going to be like we were before. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Because we had those issues and because we were long distance and we never saw each other. We had each other's passwords for things. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Like that's not right. Like,
I don't think it's necessary. It's not
necessary. Because then I look at messages from him and girls from fucking 6 years ago. And then I'm getting upset about like him flirting with a girl in grade 10 and like actually because it still hurts my feelings because
you're just doing it to yourself at that point.
I think you're literally just hitting yourself in the face for no reason. Like, why are you hurting? You really are hurting yourself, dragging yourself for no reason.
That's wild.
So anyway, my point is social media makes relationships harder. And this could have been mentioned in our dating in 2023 because before social media, there's so many levels to be unfaithful. Like there's so many fucking apps you can go cheat on someone with. It might be not physically, but emotionally.
Yeah. See, I never really did that.
What, cheated on people? Emotionally?
No. Like on social media apps.
Like just keeping track?
No. Like I didn't ever really. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here.
Well, like if you're in a relationship with a girl and you're commenting hard eyes on another girl's bikini photo, I consider that. I'm not saying you're cheating, but I'm saying
it's just not appropriate.
It's disrespectful.
It's disrespectful.
And there's a lot of, I guess that's what there's a lot of ways to be disrespectful to your partner via social media.
Yeah. Like that's fair. That's valid
for sure. And I found that more of an issue with the men I've dated than the women. Like I've only had one serious female relationship and she would have never, ever done anything
she would have never done that. No, I felt
very secure with them.
She's
more
very...
than I've ever felt with anyone.
Yeah. And how did that breakup go?
That went well. For some of us. No, I was dating Jack for 5 years. I rebounded with Brittany. Yeah. Brittany. And it's a weird name choice.
I know.
For her especially. She's like the least Brittany ever.
Yeah.
Anyways,
maybe
rebounded.
If we change it to Brit.
That's better. Brit. Okay, so I rebounded with her and it was good, and she treated me super, super well, like great partner. Like, I have nothing bad to say about her.
Yeah.
Like, it was so good. It's just I wasn't ready to be in another relationship.
Yeah.
And then it kind of, like, just went to shit on my behalf. And I also wasn't, like, last year was definitely, I almost said her name, Brittany, whatever the fuck, came into my life at a really fucking bad time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm 27 now, but I just turned 27. So my 26th year / 2022 was the worst year of my life by far. I could do an episode on how fucking terrible it was, and she was there for that. And so, like, I was depressed and, like, just in a fucking terrible spot. And so she tried to pull me up, and you can't do that for someone else.
They really gotta do it for
a lot
themselves.
of reasons like that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think she still has my grandma on Facebook, which is weird. But anyways, yeah.
Yeah, my partner had my mom, but my dad deleted her.
He said, "Fuck you."
Apparently, my mom asked him where she went, and he said, "I just don't think we need people that treats my daughter poorly on Facebook."
Aw, yeah.
My dad doesn't do a lot like that, which is weird because that was actually the only partner I've ever had that my dad loved.
Yeah, yeah. Well, probably hurt him.
I think it really
equally.
did.
And then that's a topic. Like, when Jack and I broke up, my mom and he moved back to the US.
Oh, right.
We had like a FaceTime call with Jack and I and my mom, and she cried, and I've only seen her cry like a handful of times in my entire life, and she cried on the phone on FaceTime because he was leaving. I could literally like think about it enough to cry right now, but our families get involved when it's that
100%.
length of time. Like,
And that's the thing. This is the longest relationship that I had. 2 years is still enough, but my dad has never. I've only brought home 2 other girls, and my dad's hated both of them. And I remember one time I left them in a room together, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And I went to go find them, and my dad was sitting on the bed with her, laughing and showing her photos of his like younger years, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" So I've never seen my dad like this, and like my dad doesn't talk to anybody like that we bring home or anything. He doesn't like to talk. He's really shy, but I've never seen my dad like that, and that was nice because my dad used to call her his daughter.
and that there's no way that doesn't make you fall more in love.
Oh, 100%.
Like, when your family's involved and your friends, I love.
Oh yeah.
I still love Josephine, of course.
Yeah, I know.
And like the way she integrated into your friend group, like my friends.
Yeah.
Like the way she's friends with my sister-in-law and
Yeah.
like all my other friends is crazy, and it's hard to not have that be a factor in falling more in love. Because
exactly. It was
your
nice.
life.
It was great, and it was like, wow. I used to watch from afar and be like, fuck, I'm just so in love with this person. She's
Okay,
so
we're going
great.
down the wrong road.
I know.
Wait a second.
No, I'm
I
fine now,
shouldn't
but
have
like
said that.
I'm actually worried. So like I haven't seen her
Since
since
broke
the
up.
one time we ran into
When
each
you-
other at the mall, and
Yeah.
then the one time I went to go pick up the last of my stuff. That
I
was the
remember that,
last
yeah.
time I saw her ever. And
It'll happen at
that's
some
been months.
It'll happen in the summer when everybody's out and about.
Oh,
in the
I'm not
city.
ready for that. I'm still not ready for it. Like
It's
even
gonna
just thinking
feel
about it, my
shitty.
stomach is turning.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
because knowing me, I say I want to be upset about it and be like, oh, fuck her, like whatever. But I know just who I am, that if I were to see her, I'd be like, oh, hey, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you must be whatever. Nice to meet you.
Steve.
Hope you guys are, yeah. Hey, have you heard of Minecraft?
Oh
No, but
we can't.
but I'd be like, hi, nice to
No,
meet
you'd
you.
be
Like,
nice. You'd be nice.
100%. I'd
'Cause
be
you'd
like,
oh fuck them, but then you see them and you're like,
yeah, and I'd be like, hi, nice to meet you. You must be like whatever. I'm so happy for you guys. Like, oh, have a great day.
yeah,
And then I'd
Go home
fucking
and cry.
bawl my eyes out or throw myself into traffic or something.
yeah.
Like it's just who I am, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, because
Unfortunately,
that's one of my best qualities, I think.
is loving hard.
Loving hard, and I'm a very overly nice person sometimes. And you know what? This is something she used to tell me, is that I was too nice. And
Nice guys finish last.
fuck.
Or for you, sexually, sometimes just don't finish at all.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's where we're going. Just beating me while I'm down. But
Because you sleep with straight girls.
okay. Keep going.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Keep going. But yeah, And are you worried you'll ever run into this person?
As you were talking, I was thinking like it's funny that my exes live in Kentucky, Australia, like Toronto. Like I'm never near anyone.
That's so true.
Like, I don't
you're
run
so lucky.
and I also don't leave the house very often.
Yeah.
So I don't run into I would never run into Brittany.
That's lucky, honestly. Though.
No, it is because I don't know. I'm cool with everyone. If I ran into Brittany on my way leaving here at the gas station, I would say hi. Like she's the one that removed me off everything. I don't have any reason. To any issues. So, and I think that probably is a little bit fueled by her having a new partner as well. It just makes it easier to just like remove me.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Same for you.
Yeah, well, right.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she didn't have a partner, would she still be like this? I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I've like strictly like I went to the market for the first time to go out and drink this weekend. Mm-hmm. Usually I've been staying around my area. Mm-hmm. Because I'm terrified to run into her. I've been to
you can't live your life.
I know,
that.
but I've avoided going to drink downtown. I've avoided going to the mall because I know she works there, and I've only been to the mall maybe 5 times. Since we broke up because I'm so spooked.
Yeah, it would be kind of awkward.
I mean,
can't. Knowing her, she just walked right by.
100%.
She might like give you a head
not
nod,
even,
maybe
not
even an eye glance.
Maybe, but not even. Like she's so. Again, I don't recognize her anymore. I don't know how you can just flick that switch off and just hate somebody who once was everything.
I think it's because I'm a little bit like that, to be able to just flip a switch and just like not turn on the person, but because for me, I repress things. Yeah. And then 6 months later, it comes back over and then I have to deal with it. And that's a total problem.
Right? Like, and this for me, when I see that makes me think of what you just said. Like, have you healed anything?
Yeah.
Because the whole reason we broke up is because she wanted to heal.
Also, everyone says that. People say, I need to work on myself. And that might be a scapegoat. I'm not saying it was for her, but that just triggers me to say like you're with someone and you say, oh, like I need to work on myself. I need time to be alone, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And they might literally have already like scouted another partner, but that's just like a scapegoat. I'm not saying that for you. I'm just saying like people do that.
Well, when she broke up with her boyfriend before dating me, they were in a relationship for 5 years. And then 2 months later, her and I were dating.
Yeah.
So this is like it seems a little bit of a habit.
Yeah.
So we dated for 2 years and then 2 months later, she started dating someone new.
Yeah.
And
some people need to be in a relationship,
right? And usually I'm the same way, but for once in my life, like I've taken the time to actually.
We're both doing that right now.
We are, really.
Which is weird that we're doing it at the same time.
Right?
Yeah. And we both never have done it before.
No.
Now we're doing it.
And yeah, as long as I've been single, Okay,
I have a not still in the same in our topic here. Please share with us. Let's.
I don't like.
Okay,
this already.
What are your tips that come to mind for navigating a breakup? For somebody if somebody listening right now was going through a breakup, what would you say? I'm gonna go first. Actually, I'll let you think about it for a second, because this is something I heard recently that really stuck with me. If you're keeping them on social media because you want to show them how good you're doing, I can't unfollow them. Yeah, I can't unfollow them or remove them because I want them to see how good I look and how good my job is and how like fit I am now, and me at the gym and me traveling. Like, you are not over them because you are still fueling your like day off of their validation.
100%.
And you're doing. Well, like for me, like going the extra mile with your hair and makeup and a cute outfit to post and then check if they saw it.
100%.
And if you're doing that, you are 100% not over it.
Oh no.
And so my advice there, because I've done that with many partners over many years, my tip there is just rip off the Band-Aid, remove them. Yeah. Instagram now has the feature to remove them as a follower. You don't have to block them. You don't have to do shit. Remove them as a follower, unfollow them. You do not need to see what they're doing, because holy fuck, it is the most like gut-wrenching feeling to see them looking good and having fun, and they're posting for your attention too, most likely. Yeah. Remove them. It will make the moving on process quicker, smoother, easier.
Yeah, it'll all actually eat you alive.
Social media,
And
fucking hard.
I'm a full victim of that. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I did when we first broke up.
Yeah.
I was posting that I was going on runs on purpose and
Yeah.
like
Never run a day in your
never
life
ran a day of my life
Yeah.
on purpose, and I'm running every morning.
to go by her house. You
Or
fucking
no,
freak.
around the time that she'd be going to work.
I remember this era for you. It was a
This
little
rough.
unhinged.
I was literally
It was
unhinged.
actually
It was
unhinged.
fucked. I was not well.
She's like, gotta go for my run. I'm like, hello? Who is this? This is
Yeah,
you. What do you
I
mean?
know.
It's her lunch hour. I'm like, you're going to go to jail.
Yeah, I was actually fucked.
Yeah, it was
Listeners,
funny.
I'm not like this.
Yeah.
I'm not this unhinged. I swear.
She is.
I was just going through something. I was not okay.
Yeah. Okay, what's your tip other than running by their house?
Okay.
On their lunch hour. What was I supposed to do? Because picture me answering the phone when you told me that. Because I couldn't be like, dude, fuck, that's weird. I had to be like, okay, like, good to get your steps in. Like, I don't even know what I was saying. Like,
I don't know,
didn't
man.
know
I was really not. The only thing I was thinking was like, fuck, if I do this and she sees me, maybe she'll be like, wow, she's already getting her shit together.
going for one run. She's like, wow, our whole life is together.
Oh, God.
But that was you seeking the validation. Okay,
100%.
so what
So-
tip do you have for our listeners? Even though you're fucking
Yeah,
you
why am
barely
I
survived
giving
it.
advice
Well,
on
because
this?
you've
You're
just
right.
come to the other side of it.
You're
so
right. You know what? I'm at a place now that I've seen some healthy.
I've seen it.
I've seen it all. Been to the dark side and back. Holy fuck.
You have.
I
You
barely
actually
made it out.
No, yeah.
And she starts fucking crawling out of that
No,
hole,
you
covered
were.
in
Yeah.
just horrid
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. Okay, so you just said about
Remove
removing them off of social media, and honestly, I think okay. So one thing that I did that was extremely helpful for me was kind of going backwards in the sense of doing things that I used to do
Before them.
before them, and I played because I know I was happy before them, and I could be happy after them.
Yeah.
But I needed to like almost find like some inner happiness and do things for myself that were just comforting and expressive and creative. And I started painting again, and I started reading on purpose.
Oof, not by accident.
Yeah, not by accident, like actually books,
Yeah.
big thick books, not
Yeah.
just coloring books.
Yeah, yeah,
and comic
yeah,
books,
yeah.
like full books. And I actually did start enjoying going on runs, and then I started going to the gym on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then started like bouldering, and that was really fun. And then I started like going to trivia nights and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that,
yeah.
and you know, doing things that were
Different.
wholesome and different and made me feel good and didn't need to be revolved around. I started hiking a lot,
Validating. Yeah. Mhm.
and that was something for me that I forgot how much I enjoyed being
Yeah.
outdoors. And I used to go I would go all the time. Now that I have a car, I cannot wait
For the summer.
for the summer because
Yeah.
I will be hiking every day almost after work.
Oh my God, we'll do that.
And I'm just like, you know, and I think it's really important that you find yourself again and you really love yourself. Is it's so true. You really can't love yourself, like love anyone until you learn how to love yourself.
Yeah.
Because
corny, but fucking true.
Yeah, because to be fair, can I say that I loved myself when I was with Josephine? I think I thought I did.
Yeah.
But then I found myself always in the same conversation of being like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't
yeah.
like the person I am.
Yeah.
And that was so hard to want to love someone, but I couldn't even love myself. So I think it's really important that you focus on actually doing things that may seem like cheesy, but are just good for you.
Yeah. Yep. Getting out for a walk, getting fresh air,
Music.
spending
oh.
time with your friends and family.
Yeah, friends and family. The
going
most
back to
wholesome
some-
like things with your friends, like listening to music, like just like laying in bed. I would just lay in bed and just like listen to music because I forgot how much I used to do that, and it was so healing.
Yeah.
And music has always been healing for me. But
Yeah. Yeah. Let me branch off that. My other tip is similar to my first one. Remove the things that remind you of them. And for me, music is, we're both very similar with
Yeah.
like, you shared that post the other day. My red flag is I can only communicate through music. And I
Yeah.
reshared it because that's very me.
yeah.
Like, don't torture yourself. Don't listen to your song.
Oh, I
Like,
did all the time.
Yeah. no. See?
But I passed it.
But like, don't watch the show. And I still, a couple weeks ago, I went and put on the show that Jack and I watched together all the time. I got not even the intro, started crying, shut it off. And I'm like over that relationship, but I'm like, why?
I haven't watched.
What's the torture? Why do that? Don't go to the restaurant you always went to together.
Yeah.
Like, just don't, like, I understand, like, what's it, the therapy where you do, like, where you're scared of spiders, so you go into a room of spiders, like, what's that called? Immersion therapy or something. Like, when you conversion therapy. no, like when you exposure therapy.
Okay,
and I just don't believe that that's helpful. Like, there's no reason to listen to the playlist you made for her. There's just no. Like,
and you know what?
Delete it and delete the photos.
Yeah, I finally have deleted half of them.
Yeah, okay,
I have,
that's
and
good.
I actually did.
Go look.
I actually did, and it was really sad, but. It was good for me, and I told you I went to the restaurant the pasta place we used to go to every week almost. I went to it for the first time, maybe 4 weeks ago, and that was for the first time. And then I haven't even watched our show yet.
Yeah.
And now your phones work against you because they feature photos.
Fuck. Did you know though you can take that off?
How?
I was thinking that too, and I was like, fuck. I'd look at the side.
1 year ago.
Yeah, one year ago, I'd be like, oh.
Or like sunsets, and it's
It's us.
Like,
it's us.
Yeah,
and I'm like, fuck
perfect.
my life. And then at one point, I like clicked on it, and it was hide this person on a thing. So I was like, shut up, no way. So I did it. I haven't seen her since, and it's helped so much.
No,
I have a dead cat that keeps popping up on my thing, and it bums me out every time. Like, oh, he had cat AIDS and died at 7 months old. A kitten, really.
Oh, it's 7
Yeah,
months.
literally.
Oh my God.
I was so happy to find that fucking part in that. I like literally was like, thank God, because I wasn't ready to delete all of her photos yet. I've deleted a good chunk.
Yeah.
And you know what? And same with the thing, like the music thing. I did that for a while, and now I'm good.
Yeah.
One thing I still haven't watched is our show, which is fucking Grey's Anatomy, and Grey's Anatomy and Station 19 because they were intertwined, the shows.
Yeah.
And it's been driving me insane because I haven't seen the end of the last season. Or the new season. I haven't watched any of it. And it's driving me insane because I keep seeing teasers on Grey's Anatomy, and I keep passing by them because I haven't watched it since we broke up. And honestly, it's been months since we broke up. I still cannot watch it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm going to be like.
Well, and I guess what I'm saying is don't, like, if it's just going to make you upset, like at some point you will.
Yeah.
But like, just remove things in your space. You have full control over what you consume and what's in your space and what clothes are in your closet.
Yeah.
Like if like you I have like a hoodie of a girl, like get rid of it. Like literally what is the function?
Yeah.
Like just get rid of it.
I made us matching sweaters.
Yep.
Nike sweaters with our initials on the side.
Get rid of it. Where is it? I'll wear it.
It's shoved in my closet.
Oh, okay. I might wear it.
I took it off the hanger and just threw it in there because I didn't. And then I have like a friggin' frame in my closet of the day we met and the
not
stars.
The stars a lot. Everybody
she got me that one.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you gonna do with my story? I made her a book.
Yeah.
I did.
There's a whole side of you. I didn't
I
even
know.
know.
I made her a book with like comic strips that it was like, this is how I fell in love with you, blah blah, like the things I love about you, and like
boo.
Boo. And I'm like, what's that video that I just posted? Oh no, I saw this TikTok. So good, and it's like. It was like these girls are like, oh, like who's the lucky guy? And they're like, yeah, the guy. It's like this little child who's like drinking a drink and then just like almost vomits, and then it's so good.
But I think you're onto something because when I was 21, I went through a breakup and was gutted. Someone left me for someone else, which is like sucks to go through. But my boss at the time, she sat me in her office and she's like, change your phone number, change your email, and never fucking talk to this person again. And I remember thinking like, you don't get it. But then like years later, I'm like, she was so right. My boss was no nonsense, successful, confident, powerful woman. And she's like, you have to cut ties. You have to never see her again. You have to, back then, this is how old I am. It was email. It was like not, not like Facebook.
Not even MySpace.
MySpace was, actually, I created a MySpace at that job.
Okay, yeah,
But
wow.
She was like, just cut ties, change your email, change your phone number.
Did you do it though?
No, because I was like,
You said,
she's
fuck,
wrong.
that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's true, and I always do the same thing where I'm like, I can't block them. I can't.
It's too hard. I don't want to delete these photos. I want to
But
look at them. No, you don't.
At the end of the day, again, the fact that Josephine did that to me, it definitely made it easier. It sucks that I see her on her friends' stories, but I've also hid their stories now.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, what am I doing to myself?
You're literally torturing yourself. There's so many ways to do it.
Exactly. So at this point, I have no way to see her unless she starts hanging out with somebody I didn't know she would hang out with.
Yeah.
And that I'm friends with.
And then you gotta hide their story.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like, I don't know. It's just important that you take care of yourself.
Yeah, that's a good. Like,
it's just at the end of the day, like, no one's gonna be there except for you.
I'll be there for you.
Yeah, I'll be there for you, but that's different.
So nice. No, yeah. At the end of the day, when you lay down to sleep, it's
exactly,
you.
it's
like,
you, right?
And you're in your own head all day, so make it a good.
Your
place to
head
be.
is your worst
Damn
enemy.
it, yeah.
Your head is literally your mind is your own worst enemy.
My head personally is pretty good.
Yeah.
Imagine being a guy. Both of your heads is.
That's so funny.
Okay,
but that's I don't know. Like, if you guys have any tips, like, on navigating a breakup, or you want to reach out and need some support on a breakup.
Oh my god, we can help. Probably
I'll try and help.
Yeah, me for sure.
Like,
I don't
you're
know
not
myself.
alone. Like, you got us. You know, the queer community is so strong and, like, just comforting. Like, it's just it should be good to be known that you're allowed. You can reach out to any kind of queer person and just be like, hey, do you have a sec? Like, I just need a vent or something.
And you can be sad. That's another thing.
Oh, yeah.
Feel your feelings.
Oh, my
be
gosh.
sad, especially at the beginning. But then you need to make a turnaround point.
Yeah.
Like, okay, fuck it. Let's move forward.
This breakup, I really genuinely finally felt everything.
Yeah.
I think the last couple of breakups, I felt things. I feel a lot of things. I'm a really sensitive person. But I really took the time to, like,
be sad. Yeah.
And I don't really cry anymore. I actually tried to make myself cry about it the other day. And it was really hard. I swear, I even, like, took a photo and put on some sad TikTok videos, and I was like,
okay, ew.
And I tried blinking a lot of times. Nothing. I just
good. That's a sign, because 6 months ago that wouldn't have been the story.
No, I was wrecked. I couldn't even watch a milk video without crying. So I'd be like, milk. We both couldn't have milk.
Oh my god, we're both lactose intolerant. Oh my god.
And it was just, like, horrible. But anyways, yeah, I just think it's important to take care of yourself, love yourself, do things for you. Fucking get them off your social media.
Clear your space.
Clear your space.
Whether it be your phone, your room, your headspace, your friend circle, whatever it is, you're in control of this space. Keep it clear. Keep it positive.
Yeah, keep it positive.
Yeah. Cheers. So listen, guys, we're not professionals. We do all right.
Yeah.
And we've got some experience behind us. So we hope that this maybe provided maybe some humor, maybe some help, whatever.
Yeah.
Keep listening.
Keep listening and
stay with us.
Yeah, and thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming.